Hiya guys, before we start any exercises, please make sure that you are warm and you have stretched. So you've done a good 5 to 10 minutes of cardio, and then you've stretched your body, you've stretched your splits, you've warmed up your wrists, ready for your handstand work. If you don't know how to do that guys, watch some of our other videos, do a leg circuit to warm up, and then a head to toe stretch. Okay guys, here we go. So here are our level 3 exercises. They are harder, so please take your time. Again, like our level 2 exercises, everything is sets of 5. So you run through the program 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Okay guys, so we're going to start with our half levers lift to stand and our straddle levers lift to stand, but we're going to start high up. So we're going to use either a chair either side of us to do our half lever lift to stand, or we're going to do straddle lever on one chair, lift to stand. Again, as this becomes a little bit easier, rather than using a chair or a stool, use a couple of stacked bucks or parallettes if you have them, and make it a little bit harder for yourself. From there, you're going to try and do it on the floor, so the same exercises there done from the floor. Again, starting by lifting to the lever, and then from the lever, lifting to stand. And when you can do that, guys, when you can do it from straddle lever, lift to stand, that's when we start to add the press to handstand, so the stages from level 1 and level 2. So we'll start with lift to stand, and then jump to handstand, and then lift to stand, press to handstand, and then eventually from that lever, rotate the hips, open the shoulders, all the way up to handstand. Okay, don't forget guys to finish off with our complex handstands of your choice, so really trying to push yourself. Remember, this level, level 3, is for those that can already do a good stand, press to handstand. Please don't attempt this guys unless you are already doing a good press to handstand from stand. Alright, enjoy, have fun. So as we get into our first few exercises, things to always remember in your press to handstands, guys. Always have your arms straight. Absolutely always. It is the golden rule. You want to try and open your shoulders so your hips are over your shoulders and your hands as you press. Your head is always in, so thinking about hiding your ears in between your arms. Lift through splits to rotate your hips, and then slowly bring your legs together so you can keep your balance. If you rush, you tend to fall. And then hold a good handstand at the end. That handstand is a key point of the press to handstand. You must hold it for 3 seconds at the end. In a good shape, guys. So it is hard to do a simple press to handstand well. Alright, let's get started. Over to Riley, who's one of the gymnasts at Huntington Gymnastics Club.
Thanks, James. Happy to help. Hi, everyone. Hope you're enjoying your online training sessions.
So, lifts from a high lever. So either using chairs or stools, you're going to start from half lever, and you're going to lift your hips up behind you to a pike stand position. When you're doing your levers, make sure you hold your lever for 3 seconds. Watch the levers video, guys, if you need to, for some good work and good tips on levers. As well as doing it in pike, you can also do it in straddle. And not only are we lifting from the lever to stand, but we're also lifting from stand to the lever. Okay, so when you can manage that, it's time to do it on the floor or lower. Please feel free to use parallettes if you want. So you're going to start by lifting your feet off the floor as you see in Riley's video, and then lowering down to straddle lever. As you do these exercises, guys, what is really important is straight arms, which Riley still needs to work on. When you can do it on the way down with gravity, I want you to go against gravity and do it on the way up, so holding your lever and lifting up to stand. When you can do it in straddle, like Riley does, do it in pike. Okay, so next up we're going to go from our straddle lever, we're going to lift to stand and stop. And then we add some of our other exercises, so we can start with a jump to handstand, and then eventually a lift to handstand. And then when you can do that, guys, we're going to take away that stop. So we'll go from our straddle lever, lift all the way up to our handstand. Always follow the golden rule, guys. Please have straight arms, Riley. Okay, guys. What you can do when you can do it from straddle is to also do it from pike. It is harder. So you could start on parallels. You could start with your feet a little bit higher. Um, One of the exercises that you can do when you are starting to master the press to handstand is to start from front support and then pike press to handstand. So you drag yourself in the whole way.
Thanks for watching. Hope this helps. Back to you, James.
Thank you, Riley. Keep practicing your press to handstands, fella. Make sure you keep your arms straight. That is the golden rule. So, here is your level 3 circuit, guys. Again, we've gone through all those exercises you've just seen since our last sort of set of exercises. And then I want you to finish, if we can do press to handstands quite well, with 3 attempts at complex press to handstands. So, your choice. Now, that could be from half lever, it could be from Russian lever if you know what that is, even manner. You could start in handstand, forward roll to straddle lever, and then lift back up. It's called endo roll. Now, advancing your handstand is tricky, and I'm not going to show you any clips here on how to advance your handstand, but as I've said before, if you follow Bearded Man on Instagram, he does lots of complex handstands. Feel free to follow him, watch the sort of stuff that he's doing, and maybe give that a go. But I would only advise you trying some of his work after you have mastered a very good press to handstand, from a good lever to a good lift to handstand that holds rounded back, head in, leg straight, toes pointed, all those things. Right then, guys, enjoy your handstands. I'm looking forward to seeing what you can do, guys. Have fun.